When we talk about India's economy, we usually think of this single massive engine of growth, right? A whole nation just powering forward. But that picture might not be the whole story. Today, we're going to peel back that top layer.
Is it really that simple? What if, when you zoom in, India is less of a solid block, a monolith, and more like a really complex mosaic? A collection of dozens of different economies, all moving at wildly different speeds.
Okay, let's just dive right in. The analysis we're looking at today reveals something absolutely staggering about this internal diversity. And honestly, it all boils down to one critical number, a number that defines this massive gap. And there it is. The average person in India's wealthiest state earns 8.5 times more than the average person in its poorest state. Seriously, just let that sink in for a moment. 8.5 times. This number, 8.5x, it's really the heart of our story today. It's not just a statistic, you see. It's a stark measure of this huge economic chasm that exists inside the borders of a single country. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. On one side, you've got a state like Sikkim, where the average person is earning almost $6,700 a year. And on the complete other end of the spectrum, the state of Bihar, where that same number is just $783. That isn't just a gap, folks. That's a chasm. It's like two different worlds. So you have to ask, right? How did some states get so far ahead while others are lagging behind? What's actually fueling all this prosperity at the top? Let's take a closer look at what makes these high performers tick. So take Sikkim's journey. It's not just the richest state today. Its rise has been absolutely meteoric. As you can see from its per-person income, a key way to measure this, it just exploded by 22 times in less than 2 decades. That is a truly astonishing economic transformation. And Sikkim isn't some lone wolf here. As this table shows, other states have also seen this incredible growth. Telangana, which is now a huge IT hub, grew almost 15-fold. The industrial powerhouse of Tamil Nadu, it multiplied its income by more than 10 times. Even a state like Odisha saw a remarkable 9-fold increase. So there's a pattern here. So what's their secret sauce? Well, the analysis points to a few different recipes for success. You've got the IT hub effect, which has been like rocket fuel for growth in states like Telangana. Then there's a strong manufacturing push in places like Gujarat. And for smaller states like Goa and Sikkim, tourism has been an absolute game changer. All right, so we've seen the high flyers, but now let's flip the coin and look at the other side of this economic divide. For the states at the bottom, well, the path to prosperity has been a much, much steeper climb. And this table gives us a really clear picture of the bottom of the ladder. We see Bihar, of course, right at the very end, but look at Uttar Pradesh. This is India's most populous state, and the average income there is under $1,200 a year. The contrast with the top performers is just, well, it's incredibly stark. So why this huge disparity? Well, a key reason the analysis points to is something called service sector lag. Basically, this is when a state's economy gets kind of stuck. It stays heavily dependent on low productivity agriculture and just fails to make that crucial leap into higher value things like manufacturing or services. This really helps explain the persistent economic challenges in states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so you have these two totally different economic realities coexisting within one country. This brings us to a really crucial question. What does this deep internal divide actually mean for India as a nation? This isn't just about numbers on a chart, you see. It's a fundamental national issue. It's a massive policy challenge for the central government. It literally risks creating two Indias that are moving at completely different speeds. And what that really does is highlight the need for targeted, state-specific development plans. And it seriously questions that simple story we hear of a single, uniformly rising India. And that really leaves us with the final, critical question that hangs over all of this. As some states continue to surge ahead, while others struggle just to keep pace, the biggest challenge for the nation might just be this. Can India's many, many economies find a way to grow together, or are they destined to just grow further apart?